Hey, what's happening? Today I'm going to show you a deck profile, and today it's going to be on Dragon Rulers. I know what you all are thinking, oh yeah, Dragon Rulers, it tops at a lot of places, blah blah blah. Guess what? I honestly don't care about that. Aside from that, I like dragons. I don't care how high this deck is ranked. I mean, I just like Dragon Rulers because, simply put, I like dragons. I mean, why do you think I made my channel? Because I'm a dragon fanatic. Anyway, to kind of give a backstory about how I did at a tournament that I went to previously, I think it was a couple of weeks ago. It was on a Sunday at a local tournament in Dream Wizards. I did pretty well. I actually topped 8 over there with this deck, and it was fun all around. I was expecting to face Dragon Rulers and have a bunch of mirror matches with them, but I was already set for that, and I'll tell you why when I go straight into the deck profile. But aside from that, I'll tell you the rounds that I went up against. First round, Firefist, well fought battle, went 2-1, and it was fun. Let me tell you. The one time he had me, he basically got Bear at the right time, and he managed to get Shockmaster, cancel out my stuff, couldn't get Dracossack at the last minute, and then he just went straight for game. And round 2, and I was expecting to face Evilswarms, guys, and guess what? My wish came true that day. And what made it even worse? Faced them twice, second round and third round. The second round lost to them badly, only because I didn't get Dracossack or Big Eye at the right moment, and I couldn't get Ophion off the field in time. The one time I did, I had Exploder Dragon, and I was able to just go straight for game after that because I was like, oh yeah, they rely on Ophion. That's the only thing I have to worry about. Third round, when I faced Evilswarms. This is the second time I'm facing Evilswarms, by the way. First time I lost, second time I won. So that's 2-1, right? Of course. Anyway, I figured it's like last time, so I figured why not just go all out, get everything I need firsthand, and then as soon as he gets whatever he needs, I'll just stop him right in his tracks, and then bam, that's it. All I needed was Exploder Dragon to get Ophion off the field. That was it for both of those rounds. That was it. And the last game, which determined it all for round 3, basically waited till he got everything he needed and used all of his Ophions at the last second, and I was like, yeah, I got him right there. Like, once he summoned Caster and everything else, I figured the only way he's going to get over this was if he had something to pump up Ophion's attack strength, but unfortunately he couldn't, so I had him right there. Round 4, and this was a fun match. I'm not gonna lie, it was a fun match. I faced Blackwings with the Seal of Orichalcos, shockingly. Yeah, Blackwings can run the Seal of Orichalcos, guys. And let me tell you, the way he ran that deck, it was phenomenal. And hey, I wish I could go. I wish I could wind the clocks back and do that again, because it was fun. He almost had me first game. Game 2, he completely just went all out. As soon as he got Kalut, that was it for me, actually. Then the last game basically relied on all my dragons, banished dragons that I already used their effects on, and then just went straight for Dracossack and all those other cards, and then bam, that was it. But overall, it was a well-fought match. All those games were well-fought. And the last round to determine my ranking, and basically to just end the tournament pretty much, I was facing a Gemini build, shockingly, and I've never seen Gemini builds in a local tournament like Dream Wizards before, and it was fun though to see. He played it almost was like a style of Bubble Beat, but it didn't use the whole Bubble Beat engine. It used 3 aliases and a bunch of Noble Knights, and it basically just relied on special summoning like heavy beat rank 4 XCs. Like, you know, Excalibur, Blade Armor, Shockmaster, you name it. He was able to get all those like a bunch of times. Well, a few times he did, but I figured, you know what? I'll bet you he's gonna play cards like Gemini Spark or something like that. But I was thinking, you know what? It's probably Bubble Beat. But when I saw Alexandrite, Gwaine, and all those other cards, I figured, wow, this is actually pretty good for Gemini vanilla deck. That's basically what he called it. But it was pretty fun. The first game he had me. Well, he almost had me, but I was like, forget it. I have everything I need third turn, and then I just basically took his blade armor the minute he made it, and then bam, that was it. Second game, he canceled out everything with Shockmaster. So as soon as he called monster effects, I was like, yep, no burner, no stream, nothing, no banishing from the hand or graveyard to summon my dragons. That was it. No Dracosacks, no big guys, nothing. So he basically had me. Like unless I found a way to like completely wipe the field clean of Shockmaster, there was nothing much I could do there. So gave him game 2. Game 3, which was to determine everything, and then just haul out of there right after the whole game was over. I basically had him the minute I had Dracossack. Like I figured, you know what, I have Dracossack on the field already, so even if he plays Shockmaster, that's it. And that basically determined it. It was fun. All the rounds were well fought, well played. I was expecting to face Dragon Rulers in mirror matches, but like I said, no such luck. I was hoping to, but not like the last time I was there. The last time I was there, it was packed with Dragon Ruler decks, and let me tell you, everybody was going all out with those decks. It was fun. But, yeah, I topped 8 over there, and I plan on actually running that deck again before the ban list hits it. But the only thing is, I gotta schedule when I'm gonna do that because of my school schedule and all that. But overall, it was fun. So anyway, I'm gonna show you guys the deck. Let me know what you all think. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And peace out. Alright, so today I'm going to show you the Dragon Ruler deck that I used a couple of weeks ago at my locals. Went 4-1 with it, like I said last time. And it was an all-around a fun tournament. I'll definitely take this deck over to Dream Wizards again, depending on how things go. So I'm going to show you the deck and give you an explanation on some cards. And here we go. To start, we've got 3 Tempest. 1, 2, 3 Blaster, the most boss dragon in the Dragon Ruler decks. 3 Tidal, and last of the boss monsters, 3 Redox. Now for the babies, we've got 2 Lightning. You only need 2 of each. 2 Burner, 2 Stream, and 2 Redox. And lastly, for the dragons, I've got 2 Exploders. Like I explained earlier, I knew somehow, some way I was going to be facing Evilswarms that week when I was at Dream Wizards, and I was right, but I didn't think I was going to be facing them twice, so I just said I'll be prepared for anything. Because my main concern was that and facing Dragon Rulers themselves, because I thought I was going to be going up against mirror matches all day that day. But this was the MVP of the deck. If it wasn't for this, I probably wouldn't have gotten over Evilswarms that much. Now, that's it for the dragons. So moving on to hand traps. You have 3 Effect Veiler, 3 Maxx C, and lastly we've got 3 Swifts. I would usually side one out to add like another monster in, or side some stuff for the side deck into the main deck. But overall, 3 works out fine, 2 works out just great too. And overall, they helped me out a lot, because I figured, you know what, I'll bet you I'm going to be going up against decks that'll OTK me. And I said, play some Swifts in case. So, they really did. They really put in some work. Now for the spells, we've got 3 Gold Sarc, 1, 2, 3 Super Rejuves, a broken card. Like, even if you use this with like Raigeki Break during your opponent's end phase, you get a card based on the dragon that you discarded or whatnot. It's pretty awesome. 2 7 Swords. I might cut one out because, like, say if you drew it at the time you used it last with a 7-star monster in your hand, and you banished it and all that, and you got the dragon in your hand based on that dragon rules effect, but at the same time you can't use it again because it's ruling stand. You can only use it once per turn. Yeah, because usually chances of you getting it are not that high. So yeah, it is pretty consistent though, if you run either between 2 to none. But it's really done some work for me overall. 1 card destruction, it messed up hands for my opponent, and it really put dampers on their strategy, and it helped me out too. Especially with Super Rejuve, you use this, discard a lot of dragons, and then chain off of that. It's really good before the end phase. 1 book. And lastly, for the staples, we've got Heavy Storm and Dark Hole. No Monster Born. The only quick explanation I have to give for that is because the dragons, they special summon themselves on their own. Yeah, I could add Monster Reborn if I tried, but say if I had card destruction on the turn that I had it, and I wanted to use Super Rejuve at the same time, I basically want to get more cards, right? Because if I have more dragons, I get more cards, depending. So, so yeah, that's the only reason why, because there were times I would get hands that I really could use that turn, and then I'll go ham with all my dragons, and then be like, yeah, I get Dracossack, then I get this other rate 7, and then yada yada yada. And but yeah, Monster Reborn overall good card, but in this case wasn't really needed as much. But it really it depends on you though. I mean, anyone can run that or anything else in Dragon Rulers. There's never a wrong way to run Dragon Rulers nowadays. Now onto the side deck, and let me tell you, it took me a while to get some stuff for it. To start, we've got 2 Electric Virus. I was trying to get a 3rd one this week, but 2 worked out just fine because really helped me out against the Evilswarm matchups, because I just figured, you know what, Ophion's a dragon. Why not? I'm going to take control of it anyway. And when my opponent would take control of my stuff, or if they had some stuff on their field, dragon-wise, it didn't always have to be Ophion, but still, you use that against them, or against their Dracossack or whatnot, use their effect, and that before the end of your turn, and then bam, it can really give you a good, very useful card to say the least. 1 Vanity Fiend to put dampers on special summoning abilities. 1 Exploder Dragon in case I just want to side out another card and add this in to abuse Redox's effect and get this card out. Really helped me out against Evilswarms. 1 Red Eyes. I don't main him because he's not really needed as much, because if you think about it, like I said earlier, Dragon Rulers, they take care of themselves. They have really good effects. They're like Chaos Dragons on steroids. So you can try Red Eyes in the main deck. It's up to you. But I main him only for that purpose, in case I go up against a mirror match, or just for situational purposes. Light and Darkness Dragon, just to waste resources and then get whatever I got from my graveyard. And it really helps you out, especially if you have that Dracossack just waiting to be used in the graveyard that you already used last time. So yeah, it's helpful to you. I mean, a lot of decks that I've seen run it, but I don't, because it's faster without it and Red Eyes. But like I said, it's up to you. There's never a wrong way to run this deck. And lastly, for the monster lineup for side decks, 1 Dracossack. It's recommended to run 2 to 3 Dracossacks in the extra deck. I do run 3 on occasion, but in that tournament alone, I didn't need to run a Dracossack as much, depending on what I was facing. Up against Evilswarms and all that, I had to use the 3rd Dracossack. So yeah, it was for situational purposes, just like most of the other stuff in my extra. Dragon's Mirror for 5-headed, to get it out quickly if I have it. Super Poly against Dragon Ruler matchups, which shockingly, I was actually bummed that I wasn't able to face Dragon Rulers with this, but hey, I mean, if there were, I'd be having fun with this right now. You do this, and say if they had Light and Darkness Dragon, guess what? Light and Darkness Dragon can't stop this, because you can't respond to anything with this card. Now we got 2 MSTs. Most decks run 3, but I like running 2 only because I had to add more space for the stuff that I have now, like Red Eyes and such. Eradicator, same reason. Like its effect though, it works well against spellbooks. You play this, you offer Big Eye. Guess what? The minute they start drawing, oh, they're screwed. This says forget you spellbooks. You're not going all out on me. And lastly, for the extra deck, well, the side deck we got 2 Raigeki breaks. Like I mentioned earlier with Super Rejuve, you use this during your end phase or whatever, and you destroy a card and discard, like a dragon, for example, and you chain Super Rejuve when it was face down. You get an extra card during that end phase, and then you wait during a draw phase, get another card. Now we move on to the extra deck. 1 5-headed dragon. A lot of people told me this card was for show when I was whipping out my extra deck, and I was like, no, there's a reason, because I figured I was going to be going up against mirror matches with this deck, and I was like, always become prepared. I mean, 5k beat stick, plus it can't be destroyed by battle by fire, earth, water, wind, or dark monsters. So unless you have a light monster, and then you possibly run over this with Honest, or anything above 5k without Honest, not likely, because Honest is the one aid you've got with light monsters now. Now for synchros. 1 Armory Arm. Didn't see as much play. Black Rose, same deal. Stardust, almost seen play. Thought Ruler, made him once. Colossal, didn't see play. Scrap Dragon, made him at least twice against Firefist, and did I make him against Gemini? Yeah, I think I made him against Gemini. Yeah. And Crimson Blader, recommended in this deck. It's like it's pretty much like Ophion's ability, but you have to destroy a card on your opponent's field by battle in order to do it. It's really good though. 1 Red Dragon Archfiend. It's a really boss monster, but the only downside to its effect is that every monster in your field that didn't attack is automatically destroyed, except this card. But overall, it's awesome. I mean, 3k beater, and plus it's dark. So I mean, plus you have all these 7s, and you were you're gonna be sinking to get level 8 synchros anyway. So why not get him or Stardust or any of those other cool beat stick monsters? Now for the Xyzs, 2 Dracossacks. It's recommended to run 3. I mean, against Firefist, it was no problem, but against the other decks, I had to add the 3rd one for situational purposes, like I said earlier. 2 Big Eye, pretty much mind control with legs. Only the monster that you took control of is permanently on your field until they both leave. 1 Thunder Charger, really awesome card, does piercing damage and all that. It could be a game ender depending on what deck you have. Use this in Heretics, and then you play Volcasaurus beforehand. You put him on top of Volcasaurus, go straight for game if you were running this with it. Lastly, 1 Abyss Gaios. Didn't see as much play. Made him once before the tournament with 2 titles. It's really good if you're running Tidal and Mermill Atlantean decks now, because nowadays you can run Dragon Rulers with Mermill Atlanteans. You can run Dragon Rulers with gadgets, machines. You can run it in practically anything you choose. Heretics, you name it. It's ridiculous, but this card in particular, I'd recommend running in Mermill Atlanteans. Very underrated. Although it doesn't see as much play when you play the deck, in my opinion, it can really benefit you if you run into some situations where you need to negate effects right off the bat. So overall, it's fun. Like this card, I'm not sure if I'll keep him in the the extra deck or not, but overall, it worked out pretty well. So anyway, this has been my Dragon Rulers deck that you've seen. I'm definitely going to make more videos in the future, and let me know what you guys think. So this has been another video by Smash Adams, and don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Peace.